so people wouldn't pay attention to the fact that she was fucking Jay-Z, underage. Jay-Z gave her the hurt beats that she gave to Chris Brown.
This happened to me. I didn't cause this. I didn't do it. This happened to me, and it can happen to anybody.
Just wanted to be everywhere. I mean, it was no other feeling like it. But with her, with Marie, it was just like our power that we had at that age. It's dangerous, man.
The narrative surrounding Chris Brown and Rihanna's tumultuous relationship took a new twist with Brown's recent claims implicating Jay-Z as the orchestrator behind the scenes. According to Brown, the infamous incident between him and Rihanna in 2009 was not just a personal conflict, but was influenced by external manipulation from Jay-Z, suggesting that there was an affair between Jay-Z and Rihanna. Brown posits that he was used as a pawn in a larger scheme orchestrated by the Roc Nation founder. These are serious allegations that not only reframe the narrative of the incident, but also cast a spotlight on the complex dynamics within the music industry. It's essential to approach such claims with caution, considering the legal and personal implications they carry.
Like, people don't understand what happened that night. And that's because Jay-Z worked so fucking hard to change the narrative of that night.
Chris Brown's confrontation with Rihanna on the eve of the Grammys in 2009 resulted in Brown facing serious charges, to which he pleaded guilty. This incident has had a long-lasting impact on both artists' careers and personal lives. Brown's recent statements could be seen as an attempt to shift the narrative and possibly to alleviate some of the blame that has significantly shaped his public image. However, it's crucial to note that these claims are yet to be substantiated by any concrete evidence. The implications of Brown's accusations are vast, touching on issues of credibility, manipulation, and the power dynamics at play within the music industry. If true, these claims could suggest a darker, more complex web of relationships and influences behind the scenes. However, without further evidence, they also run the risk of being viewed as an attempt by Brown to deflect responsibility from his actions. Jay-Z's involvement, as claimed by Brown, introduces a potential conflict of interest, given his position in the music industry and his relationship with Rihanna. However, these claims should be approached with skepticism until more information is made available. The history of allegations and the complex interconnections within the industry underscore the necessity of thorough investigation and transparency. For fans and observers, this revelation may alter perceptions, but it also serves as a reminder of the complex narratives that often exist behind public figures and their relationships. As this story develops, it will be important to watch for any corroborative evidence that may emerge, and to consider the legal and ethical implications of these accusations. Chris Brown's long-standing narrative concerning his tumultuous past with Rihanna has once again surfaced, this time with him placing blame on external influences, specifically implicating Jay-Z, a claim supported by the controversial figure Jaguar Wright. Wright has often spoken out about alleged dark corners of the music industry, and her addition to Brown's narrative adds another layer of intrigue to an already complex situation. Brown's recent defense of himself and his actions, juxtaposed with his attack on the perceived double standards in the entertainment industry, highlights his frustration with how he believes he has been unfairly treated compared to others. His fiery response to the backlash against his collaboration with Chloe Bailey and his broader comments on celebrity culture and public forgiveness, or lack thereof, paint a picture of someone who feels constantly vilified for past mistakes. In these statements, Brown points to a perceived hypocrisy in the entertainment industry, where controversies involving certain figures seem to be overlooked, while others remain defined by their past actions. His mention of other celebrities involved in serious allegations without facing similar backlash suggests a disparity in how public figures are held accountable based on various factors, including race and relationship with the media. Brown's specific mention of Jay-Z as part of his and Rihanna's story, whether directly or implied, aligns with other narratives that suggest Jay-Z wields significant behind-the-scenes influence in the music industry. This claim, however, remains speculative without concrete evidence, and Brown's assertions might be seen as a way to deflect personal responsibility by shifting the focus to broader industry issues and other figures. Jaguar Wright's endorsement of Brown's viewpoint adds to the controversy, but also to the skepticism, given her history of making explosive, unverified claims about industry insiders. Her involvement in supporting Brown's narrative may lend it some credibility among those who believe in her previous statements, but it also risks being dismissed by others as part of a continuing pattern of conspiracy theories surrounding high-profile artists. As this complex web of accusations, defenses, and counter-narratives continues to unfold, it's crucial for observers and fans to consider the sources, the motivations behind the statements, and the broader context in which these stories develop. The ongoing debate around Chris Brown, his actions, and his place in the music industry illustrates the challenging dynamics of public perception, celebrity culture, and the pursuit of redemption in the public eye. The narrative surrounding the tumultuous relationship between Chris Brown and Rihanna continues to evolve with new claims, now involving Jay-Z, as told through the lens of Jaguar Wright. According to Wright, Jay-Z played a significant, yet behind-the-scenes role in the events that led up up to the infamous 2009 incident between Brown and Rihanna. Wright alleges that Jay-Z was secretly involved with Rihanna, which, if exposed, would have potentially harmed his reputation due to their age difference and his status in the industry. Chris Brown, according to this narrative, was ostensibly the public boyfriend, a role that concealed Jay-Z's involvement with Rihanna. The situation reportedly escalated when Brown discovered the alleged affair, and the purported health issues passed from Jay-Z to Rihanna and then to him. This led to a confrontation at a party hosted by Clive Davis, where emotions boiled over, culminating in the public fallout and the physical altercation in the car. This version starkly contrasts with the widely publicized account given by Rihanna in her 2009 interview with Diane Sawyer. Rihanna described the altercation as stemming from her discovery of Brown's infidelity and his subsequent lies about it, which escalated into violence. In her recount, there was no mention of Jay-Z or any external influences contributing to the incident. Jaguar Wright's addition of Jay-Z orchestrating Brown's arrest to deflect media scrutiny adds another layer of conspiracy to an already complex situation. It's essential to approach such claims critically, considering Wright's controversial history of making unverified allegations against high-profile figures in the music industry. While these narratives can capture public attention and provide alternative viewpoints, they also often lack substantiated evidence and can contribute to misinformation. In handling sensitive matters like domestic violence and public scandals, the discourse can sometimes become muddled with sensationalism and personal biases. It's crucial for information to be vetted and for narratives to be grounded in verified facts, especially when dealing with legal matters and accusations that can deeply affect people's lives and careers. As the public digests these competing stories, the broader implications for the individuals involved and their legacies remain significant. Whether new evidence or credible testimonies emerge to support or refute these claims will be crucial in shaping the ongoing discourse surrounding these events. As always, discernment and a critical eye are essential when navigating such complex and emotionally charged narratives. The narrative surrounding Jay-Z and his interactions with various artists in the music industry, including Chris Brown, Rihanna, and others, is layered with accusations, rumors, and sensational claims, many of which are sourced from controversial figures like Jaguar Wright. These allegations range from inappropriate relationships and power imbalances to more serious accusations of manipulation and career interference. The relationship between Jay-Z and Rihanna has always been under intense scrutiny due to Jay-Z's significant role in launching Rihanna's career when she auditioned for him as a young artist from Barbados. While their professional relationship helped propel Rihanna to stardom, any allegations of inappropriate personal involvement remain unsubstantiated beyond rumors and speculations. Jay-Z has indeed been a significant figure in Rihanna's career, from signing her to Def Jam to supporting her subsequent projects, which could explain the close professional bond between them. Jay-Z's lyrics and his associations with younger female artists like Foxy Brown have also been points of contention and controversy. The rap industry, known for its often provocative and boundary-pushing lyrics, has seen numerous artists critiqued for content that may reflect or perpetuate problematic behaviors. The specifics of Jay-Z's relationship with Foxy Brown during her early career have sparked discussions about the nature of mentorship roles and the dynamics of power in the music industry. Jaguar Wright has made a name for herself in recent years by divulging alleged dark secrets of the music industry. Her claims often involve high-profile figures and are explosive in nature, which has garnered both attention and skepticism. The fact that these allegations have not been legally challenged might suggest various things. Perhaps they are not seen as credible threats by those accused, or they could be ignored to avoid giving them a platform. However, the lack of legal action does not necessarily validate the truthfulness of the claims. As for Chris Brown, his past with Rihanna and his subsequent attempts to reshape his public image highlight the long-lasting impact of personal controversies on public figures. His recent outbursts and comments reflect a desire to shift the narrative and challenge the ongoing criticism he faces, which he views as disproportionate compared to others in the industry. The way these stories are discussed in the media and among the public often lacks nuance and critical analysis. It's important to approach such sensational claims with caution, recognizing the potential for misinformation and the real human impact behind the headlines. The entertainment industry is complex, and while it's not without its flaws, discerning the truth in a sea of rumors requires careful consideration of the sources, the motives behind the claims, and the available evidence. As observers and consumers of media, maintaining a critical eye and seeking out well-rounded, fact-checked information is crucial in navigating the stories that emerge from the music industry and beyond. The allegations surrounding Jay-Z, Rihanna, and Chris Brown continue to evoke intense scrutiny and debate. This complex web of rumors has been fueled by media coverage, insider accounts, and the public's voracious appetite for celebrity gossip, sometimes overshadowing the individual's contributions to music and culture. The rumors about Jay-Z and Rihanna having a relationship date back to the early stages of Rihanna's career and have been a recurring topic in the tabloids. Despite these rumors, there has never been any concrete evidence to confirm a romantic relationship between Jay-Z and Rihanna. In 2015, Rihanna's publicist, Jonathan Hay, admitted that he fabricated the rumor of a relationship between Rihanna and Jay-Z to boost Rihanna's profile upon releasing her single Pon de Relay. This admission highlights how stories can be manipulated in the entertainment industry to garner attention, albeit at the cost of the artist's personal reputations. Author J. Randy Taraborelli's account suggests that these rumors had a significant emotional impact on Beyoncé, leading to a temporary separation between her and Jay-Z. This incident underscores the potential real-world consequences of such public speculations on personal relationships. The ongoing commentary about these celebrities reveals broader issues within celebrity culture, including the double standards in how different artists are judged and the lasting stigma attached to their actions. Chris Brown's pointed remarks about Jay-Z highlight a perceived inequality in how their respective pasts are treated by the public and the media. Brown refers to Jay-Z's admitted past actions, like drug dealing and an incident where Jay-Z stabbed a record executive in 1999, for which he pleaded guilty to assault. Brown suggests that Jay-Z has been given a pass by the public and media, while he himself continues to face backlash for his past behavior, particularly the assault on Rihanna. Chris Brown's statements in his Jet magazine interview and other public appearances post-incident reflect his efforts to reshape his image from that of a troubled youth to a matured individual who has learned from his past. Despite these efforts, his past actions continue to overshadow his career. These narratives also reflect a broader societal fascination with celebrity controversies. The personal lives of public figures like Jay-Z, Rihanna, and Chris Brown are dissected and often sensationalized, sometimes detracting from their artistic contributions. This fascination can result in a toxic environment where rumors and accusations are readily believed and spread, regardless of their veracity. In summary, the ongoing discussions about these figures highlight the complexities of celebrity culture, where public perception can be heavily influenced by media narratives, often at the expense of personal privacy and fairness. As spectators, it's important to critically evaluate the sources and motivations behind such information before forming judgments about the individuals involved. The tension between Chris Brown, Jay-Z, and Rihanna has been a topic of much speculation and rumor within the entertainment industry. The nuances of their interactions and the underlying conflicts have often been interpreted through media snippets and insider comments, leading to a complex tapestry of narratives that are hard to untangle. Jay-Z remaining seated during Chris Brown's performance at the 2011 MTV VMAs was widely noted and interpreted as a silent but powerful statement regarding his feelings towards Brown, especially in the context of Brown's past with Rihanna. Such actions are often perceived as speaking volumes, given Jay-Z's influential position in the music industry and his close professional relationship with Rihanna. The rumored warning from Jay-Z to Chris Brown about never harming Rihanna again highlights the protective stance that Jay-Z may have felt towards Rihanna, considering her past experiences. If true, this serves as an example of how personal relationships and professional ties within the industry can lead to conflicts and power plays, which are often hidden from the public eye. Chris Brown has publicly denied any serious conflict with Jay-Z, suggesting that the media and public may have misinterpreted or exaggerated their interactions. His comments reflect a possible frustration with how narratives are spun in the entertainment industry, impacting reputations and personal relations. The constant public speculation about celebrity relationships, such as the rumored affair between Jay-Z and Rihanna, often overlooks the personal rights to privacy of those involved. While public figures do live in the spotlight, there's a fine line between public interest and invasive speculation. Without confirmation from Jay-Z or Rihanna, any discussions about an affair remain speculative and potentially harmful. Jaguar rights allegations add another layer of controversy. However, given her history of making unverified claims, it's essential to approach her statements with a degree of skepticism. The impact of her claims on public perceptions demonstrates how powerful and potentially damaging unconfirmed allegations can be when they are released into the public domain. The reactions from fans show a deep division in public opinion, with some staunchly defending Chris Brown and others expressing skepticism about his version of events. This division is often fueled by the personal connections fans feel towards celebrities, influenced by their public personas and media portrayals. Ultimately, the real details of the relationships and interactions between Chris Brown, Jay-Z, and Rihanna may never be fully public knowledge. What is evident is the complexity of celebrity relationships, the powerful impact of media on public perception, and the ongoing dialogue about privacy, accountability, and the consequences of fame. Each statement and rumor that finds its way into the public sphere adds to the narrative, but without clear evidence or admissions from those directly involved, the truth remains obscured by layers of speculation and personal biases. If you were wondering where Rihanna stands in the ongoing Kendrick versus Drake beef, it's clear she's siding with Kendrick. Reports are swirling that Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar are collaborating on new music that might reveal more about Drake's controversial actions, particularly his interactions with women. Kendrick has been openly critical of Drake and his OVO crew in his recent tracks, going so far as to label them as certified PDF files, a slang likely implying fakeness or manipulation. The internet is abuzz with sleuths who claim to have found evidence supporting Kendrick's accusations against Drake. The discoveries being made about Drake's behavior are quite alarming. You might have heard about the unsettling texts between Drake and actress Millie Bobby Brown, or his inappropriate interactions with fans at concerts. Now, there are new, even more disturbing allegations emerging that paint a troubling picture of Drake's conduct. It seems Kendrick is not ready to let the feud die down either. Insiders suggest that Kendrick has recruited Rihanna to further expose Drake in their upcoming tracks. Given their history, particularly Drake's derogatory remarks about Rihanna and her partner, ASAP Rocky, in his track For All the Dogs, Rihanna has personal reasons to confront Drake. Additionally, it's been hinted that Rihanna distanced herself from Drake, not just due to personal grievances, but also because of shocking discoveries about his behavior, described by some as borderline pedophile. With all this in play, the anticipation for Rihanna and Kendrick's collaboration is high. They seem set to address these issues head-on, potentially leading to significant repercussions for Drake. As we wait for more details to emerge, the music industry and fans alike are watching closely to see the impact of these revelations. It's clear that the rift between Rihanna and Drake has deep roots, marked by a mixture of personal history and public exchanges. Despite it being years since Rihanna distanced herself from Drake, moving on to build a family with ASAP Rocky, Drake seems to harbor some unresolved feelings. This was evident in his 2023 album, For All the Dogs, where he chose to revisit their past relationship. In a track from the album titled Fear of Heights, Drake took some pointed jabs at Rihanna, critiquing her intimately and claiming to have been with better women, a move that many see as petty and unnecessary. His lyrics like, yeah, and the ex was average with you? Yeah, I'm anti because I had it with you. Play on words with Rihanna's album title Anti, but they come off as bitter rather than clever. Drake didn't stop at targeting Rihanna. He also referenced her partner, ASAP Rocky, in his lyrics, suggesting a lingering fixation on a relationship that has long since ended for Rihanna. In Another Late Night, he raps, I ain't pretty, Flacco, this is Get Really Rocky, using Rocky's nickname in a pun that seems to stir the pot further. This kind of behavior from Drake, especially given his status in the music industry, strikes many as an attempt to remain relevant by stirring controversy. Instead of letting his music stand on its own merits, he seems to lean on creating buzz through drama, which may not be the most admirable strategy for an artist of his caliber. Moreover, Rihanna's indifference to Drake's public affections in the past, never fully acknowledging him as a boyfriend and stating post-breakup that she didn't even want to maintain a friendship, underscores a significant one-sidedness to their past interactions. When they first met in 2005 during the shooting of Pon de Replay in Toronto, it marked the beginning of what would become a complicated entanglement. Ultimately, Drake's recent actions seem less about genuine emotional expression and more about leveraging high-profile names for attention. This approach may keep him in the headlines, but it also casts a shadow over his artistic integrity, leaving fans and critics alike to ponder the motivations behind his musical narratives. From the very beginning, Drake expressed a deep infatuation with Rihanna, often mentioning her in interviews and singing about their experiences. Despite his enthusiasm, Rihanna remained detached, focusing on her own life and other relationships, notably her tumultuous time with Chris Brown. During Rihanna and Chris's relationship, Drake was often critical of Chris, highlighting the complexities in their dynamic. The narrative took a turn after Rihanna and Chris Brown ended their relationship. Drake, who had previously been critical of Chris, surprisingly collaborated with him, showing a shift in his stance once he had a chance with Rihanna. Their brief connection seemed to spark in May 2009 when they were seen together at a bowling alley in New York City. Despite this, Rihanna made it clear that she was just having fun and was not interested in anything serious with Drake, a point he seemed to ignore, romantically reflecting on the outing in his song Fireworks. Drake's fixation continued even as Rihanna maintained her distance. He felt led on, echoing his feelings in a 2010 interview with the New York Times, where he compared his experience with Rihanna to the way he treated other women, showing them a good time and then vanishing. This role reversal struck him profoundly, and he described it as a painful realization. Despite this, Drake continued to hold a torch for Rihanna, referring to her as his ultimate fantasy. Years later, in a Rolling Stone interview, their relationship saw a brief rekindling in the professional realm, with the success of their collaboration on Work. Drake, perhaps hopeful, seemed to believe that their reconnection might lead to something more. This hope reached a public crescendo at the 2016 VMAs, where Drake openly professed his love while presenting Rihanna with a Vanguard Award. However, her reaction did not reflect reciprocal feelings, adding another layer of complexity to their interaction. Drake's public declarations and the ongoing attention on their dynamic illustrate not only the personal impact of their interactions, but also how these moments were amplified and scrutinized in the public eye. His inability to move past his feelings, even as Rihanna clearly moved on with her life, paints a picture of unrequited affection that has continued to fuel media and fan speculation over the years. Rihanna's relationship with Drake has been a roller coaster of public declarations, professional collaborations, and personal disconnections. When Drake made his affection for Rihanna the centerpiece of his speech at the 2016 VMAs, many fans and Rihanna herself felt that he overstepped, turning a significant career milestone for her into a platform for his feelings. Rihanna later expressed in a Vogue interview that she found the moment uncomfortably spotlighting and overly complimentary, which which didn't sit well with her preference for more subdued acknowledgments. Following the VMAs, Rihanna clarified that while she and Drake weren't enemies, their friendship had effectively ended. Despite this, Drake continued to publicly pine for a life with Rihanna, even confessing in a 2018 episode of LeBron James and Maverick Carter's HBO series, The Shop, that he had fantasized about starting a family with her. This revelation came amid personal disclosures about his son, Adonis, where he expressed a mix of joy for his role as a father and regret that his life hadn't followed the fairy tale path he'd envisioned with Rihanna. Rihanna, for her part, has consistently maintained a stance of not engaging in public drama. Even as Drake veered into personal territory with his music and interviews, she chose not to retaliate or air grievances publicly. Her last significant public mention of Drake was in response to his VMA speech, after which she opted to cease discussing him altogether. However, with Drake's recent lyrical digs at both Rihanna and her partner, ASAP Rocky, on his album For All the Dogs, it appears the situation has reignited. Reports now suggest that Rihanna is ready to respond musically and is aligning with Kendrick Lamar, who has his own history of artistic conflict with Drake. This collaboration between Rihanna and Kendrick, if true, signals a potent alliance in the music industry, where both artists are known for their lyrical prowess and ability to influence public discourse. This development could be a significant moment in the ongoing saga between these artists, as it would not only mark Rihanna's re-entry into the fray, but also potentially shift the narrative power balance in her and Kendrick's favor. As fans and the music community watch closely, the anticipation for what they might reveal or address in their music adds a new layer of intrigue to the already complex relationships among these top-tier artists. The rumored collaboration between Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar is stirring significant interest, particularly given the historical context of their previous work and their shared contentious history with Drake. Their partnership is intriguing, not only because of their musical chemistry, but also because of the potential for deeper revelations in their lyrics. Kendrick Lamar has already made some harsh accusations against Drake, notably in tracks like Meet the Grammys, where he compares Drake to disgraced mogul Harvey Weinstein, accusing him of abhorrent behavior and even going so far as to invoke death wishes against him. These are heavy allegations and, if true, suggest that Kendrick believes he has substantial grounds for his claims. Adding Rihanna into the mix could potentially amplify these messages. Her own experiences with Drake, coupled with what Kendrick has already publicized, could provide a more rounded perspective on Drake's behavior, especially concerning allegations about his interactions with women. Rihanna's first-hand account and personal decision to sever ties with Drake might lend credibility and a unique insight into the accusations, especially those regarding his conduct with young women and celebrities like Millie Bobby Brown. The music industry, and public at large, might be waiting on the edge of their seats for this potential collaboration, not just for the music itself, but for the stories and truths it could unveil. Kendrick and Rihanna's decision to come together after their hit, Loyalty, to possibly address these issues not only reflects their mutual respect as artists, but also their shared concerns over industry ethics and personal integrity. As the situation unfolds, the implications of their music and messages could resonate far beyond their immediate circle, potentially prompting broader discussions on celebrity conduct, the power dynamics at play within the entertainment industry, and the responsibilities of artists with influential platforms. Whether these tracks will lead to concrete actions, such as investigations or changes within the industry, remains to be seen, but the cultural and social impact of their united front could be profound. The allegations surrounding Drake are indeed severe and troubling, particularly as they accumulate from various sources and manifest in Kendrick Lamar's pointed lyrics and public accusations. The situation underscores the critical nature of the claims and suggests that Kendrick might believe he has substantial evidence or justification for his condemnation. The specific allegations discussed in the viral Reddit thread, if true, paint a deeply disturbing picture of Drake's behavior. The accusation that Drake engaged in degrading acts with women, potentially making them partake in humiliating acts, involving dog bowls, if proven true, would be extremely damaging. These claims gain further notoriety from their bizarre nature and the thematic links to Drake's own lyrics in For All the Dogs, where he metaphorically compares women to dogs, exacerbating the concern around these allegations. Moreover, the settlement with IG model Lekuona Morris adds another layer of controversy. The lawsuit's details, which allege non-consensual acts during one of his tours, and the significant settlement amount suggest a desire to avoid public scrutiny or legal consequences. These kinds of settlements often raise questions about the truth of the allegations and the motivations for settling, as they can be seen as a way to silence accusations without admitting guilt. Kendrick's reference to Drake keeping ex-offenders on his payroll in his diss tracks also contributes to a troubling portrait of Drake's personal and professional conduct. This claim, if true, could indicate problematic judgment and a disregard for the implications of associating closely with convicted individuals, especially in contexts where public and ethical scrutiny is significant. Given the serious nature of these allegations and the public figures involved, it is crucial for fans and the media to consider the evidence carefully and critically. The accusations need to be substantiated beyond online forums and diss tracks for more definitive actions and reactions. The impact on Drake's career and public image will likely be considerable if these claims are proven true, influencing how the public and industry stakeholders interact with him moving forward. As the situation develops, It will be essential to watch for any legal developments, further statements from involved parties, or additional reporting that could either corroborate or refute these serious allegations. The broader implications for industry standards and personal accountability among celebrities will also be a significant area of discussion and potentially reform. The situation surrounding Drake is becoming increasingly complex and controversial. The connection between Drake and Travis Savory, known as Baca or Baca Not Nice, who has a troubling past with legal issues related to ST, adds another layer of scrutiny to Drake's circle. Baca's guilty plea to weapons charges, coupled with the dropped charges due to the victim's refusal to testify, allegedly under duress, casts a shadow over the ethical landscape of Drake's associations. Drake's public support for Baca, including celebratory posts and integrating him into his OVO sound label, raises questions about the standards and values upheld within his close network. These actions, particularly the enthusiastic public support after Baca's legal issues, suggest a complex dynamic of loyalty and public image management that may not align with public expectations of accountability and moral integrity. The allegations of Kendrick Lamar in his diss tracks about Drake's behavior and his association with convicted or accused individuals like Baca Not Nice add to the narrative complexity. Kendrick's accusations are severe, equating Drake's alleged behaviors and associations to criminal activities, which, if true, could have serious legal and social implications. As for Rihanna's potential involvement in exposing further details about Drake, her previous relationship with him and subsequent distancing make her a significant figure in this unfolding story. If she and Kendrick Lamar are indeed collaborating on new music that addresses these issues, it could serve as a powerful platform for articulating grievances and shedding light on the darker aspects of celebrity culture and personal conduct. The public reaction is telling. There's a growing sense of unease and demand for accountability, not just in Drake's case, but broadly in celebrity conduct. The comparison to other controversial figures and the cautionary tales from past incidents suggests that the public is increasingly vigilant about ensuring that behaviors that may have been overlooked or hidden in the past are brought to light. In terms of Drake's personal life, the observation about his lack of public relationships and the rapid departure of women from his life could be interpreted in many ways, but it certainly adds intrigue to the existing narrative. If Rihanna and Kendrick do release new music that touches on these topics, it could catalyze further public discourse and possibly prompt investigations if new information comes to light. Overall, the situation is a potent reminder of the complexities of celebrity culture, where public personas and private lives are intertwined, and the actions of a few can have wide-reaching effects on their own lives, their associates, and their fans. The call for a deeper investigation into Drake's conduct reflects a broader demand for transparency and accountability that transcends the music industry. The potential collaboration between Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar is creating a buzz for several reasons. Firstly, both artists are highly respected in the music industry for their artistry and influence. A collaboration could not only be a musical highlight, but also a platform to address significant issues, given both have used their music in the past to tackle personal and social topics. If they choose to explore the controversies surrounding Drake, it could bring a new level of scrutiny and perhaps even accountability, depending on what is revealed. As for the allegations surrounding Drake, they are deeply concerning. The claims about his behavior and the type of individuals he associates with paint a picture that could potentially tarnish his public image and impact his career significantly. These allegations, if proven true, could reflect broader issues within the entertainment industry regarding power dynamics and the treatment of women. The music industry, like many other sectors, has seen its share of exposed secrets and necessary reckonings in recent years. If Rihanna and Kendrick are indeed working on something that could expose or discuss alleged unethical behaviors, it could contribute to ongoing discussions about industry standards, artist behavior, and the consequences of fame. These developments remind us of the power and responsibility artists have. They can influence public opinion and hold each other accountable, creating music that's not just enjoyable, but also thought-provoking and transformative. What do you think about the potential of their collaboration and the impact it could have? And how do you feel about the allegations against Drake? Your insights are valuable, and this conversation is crucial as it could shape perspectives and actions moving forward.